A few thoughts after the Fluency Activation Session tonight. It was really interesting, and one of the things that most of my students see and experience is the real contact with spoken English. When you start practicing, especially when you change partners, you start feeling the reality of English, because many of the students, many of the people, they don't really know what it is to speak in English without being constantly corrected, without showing them how much they don't know. And tonight, one of the students was really funny, because when I asked and said, what is one of the biggest problems that you're facing when speaking? And she has done only 1.5, 2 months of studying in my starter group. But she said, I don't have problems when speaking. And I said, how come? Don't you struggle to find the right grammar or to find the right word? And she said, no, because you said we should think in English and we should say what comes to mind. I don't really take a lot of time to think. I say what I to think, what I remember, and generally this is something that doesn't give me any stress at all. And I was so happy, because usually it takes so much time for people who have done a lot of studying and they cannot get over this grammar translation in their head or the constant search of the correct grammar expression. So we talked about Globish and how easy it can be when you use broken English to communicate. And what I was really happy at the end, that they left with the feeling of less fear, less frustration, less feeling that English is the measure of their intellectual capacity, of their standard, their status. English is your instrument, your tool to do the job. You are not an English teacher, you are not an academic, so you don't need a specific high level of English. You need it for practical purposes most often. So for me, this session was a real success, and they really spoke and they really shared, which is what really matters. You need to make yourself understood. I'm quite happy with this session. Join my courses and experience for yourself.